Hi, this is Lazy Mapper bringing you a Far Cry 3 multiplayer map playthrough. I also want to talk about collaboration. Collaboration in Far Cry means you're collaborating with another map editor to work on a map. Now there's some pros and cons to this, and I'll talk about that in this video. I'm sure most map editors know about collaboration, but maybe you never really thought about it. Maybe you were on the fence, so hopefully you learned something. When you want to collaborate with another map editor, let's say you see somebody who does a lot of great work with detail, making custom objects. Maybe you're good at the layout, so you contact this map editor and you say, hey, let's work on a map together. That's what collaborating means to me in Far Cry. Some other mappers may download people's maps and make little changes. Maybe they make big changes and just republish their map. That's not collaborating to me. That's like plagiarism, stealing somebody's work. This video is about mappers coming together to work on a map, not downloading somebody's map that was already made and republishing it. It's a different story if someone contacts me or maybe you and asks permission to republish a map that you already published because they want to make a bunch of changes in it. I think that's perfectly fine. Some other people may say no, and I think that should be up to the map editor who made the map. I'll touch base on that some other time. Right now, I just want to talk about the positive and the negative side of collaborating. I'm hoping this video can help you decide whether that's something you'd like to do. Maybe you really didn't know about it before, and will help you decide if that's for you. Some of the things that I noticed with collaborating, just on the negative side, is you need time to do it. I know myself, I work a full-time job, and it's hard to make room to get the map out for everybody to work on, especially if you have numerous mappers working on one map. Another negative side would be you won't get the recognition. The other mapper might be recognized because it's his name, and they might think they made the map all by themselves, or you could be blamed for taking the map or stealing it. So these are just some of the negative sides that I've seen. I'm also confused about who made the map or who collaborated on it. They only will show like 2 names on there sometimes maybe 1 if you were able to pass the file to the person before publishing it. The multiplayer map that played earlier in this video, it was American Pickers, Shiny Tapestry 71, and WALSHDEEZ both worked on it. I thought it was kind of funny. I contacted WALSHDEEZ to see if he worked on American Pickers with Shiny Tapestry. Not that Walsh would take anybody's map. I was just confused at who worked on what. Even Fallen Champ contacted me to ask me who worked on what maps. It could be confusing sometimes. Walsh contacted me and said, hey, in a mailbox, I made this little Easter egg. It's kind of like another little house within a house. And I thought that was kind of funny. Shiny Tapestry, he works with a lot of people. And this is one of the strengths of collaborating with another map editor. Shiny Tapestry's maps can really shine because he has his own strengths and the other map editor has his. So these can be the benefits of collaborating. Another thing to consider when collaborating is who's doing what work in the map. You might make something really nice in the map, and then the other editor has ran out of assets to finish his part of the map. So communication is key when you're collaborating. I would think that whoever made most of the map would probably have a larger decision to say, hey, I was looking at this to do in the map. So just having a good communication with the other map editor is key to having a successful collaboration and having to do it again. You might have a small part in a collaboration, or you might suggest something in a map and somebody says, hey, yeah, could you please do that for me? Anito Biololic, I'll just call him Anito because I have a hard time pronouncing his name. He had like a Fred Flintstone map or Bedrock map. And I said, hey, it would be kind of funny if you had like Fred Flintstone in your map with a bedrock sign. So he said, hey, yeah, why don't you make that for me? So I just made the sign. He made everything else. I thought it turned out pretty good. I told him, though, if he didn't like it, he could just not use it, take it down. So I collaborated with that small part in the map. I thought Anatole did a really nice job overall with the whole map. The structures kind of look like right out of Fred Flintstone, and I thought the map played really well. I think the benefits definitely outweighs the negatives when it comes to collaborating. It all depends on your attitude and what you want to do with the map. I was working on a Far Cry 5 demo map that I made in Far Cry 4, and I finished it on the Xbox, and Steve Botter, or Steve64B, saying he was working on some mods for Far Cry 4 on the PC side of things, and I said, oh, that's pretty awesome. So, we got together and worked on Boomer, Grace, and Nick map for the PC. I thought it turned out really awesome. You had all these mods, AI that you haven't seen before or was in older Far Cry games I was able to put in there and use in the map. I think we got along fairly well collaborating, at least from what I saw. I probably bugged him a lot by making little changes in the map and sending him the file to look at it again. And he might have made some changes in the map, and I might have changed them, and he might not have liked it. That's just some of the things that you have to deal with when you collaborate, is changes that you might not agree on. But I explained to Steve64B that I thought it should follow what the demo was that I played in LA, to follow the Far Cry 5 theme of going to one area and getting pulled into another area. The gameplay may have suffered from that, but I thought it was more representative of the demo. All in all, I think the map turned out really great. If you'd like to see that video, I'll leave a link in the video itself that you can click on. I'll put that towards the end of the video so you can check that out. If you thought about collaborating in the past or maybe in the future, I hope this video helped you make a decision or what to expect. Far Cry 5 will be released at the end of March. Ubisoft still hasn't really released any information about the map editor, which is very disappointing. Some gaming websites said it will be in Far Cry 5, and some outlets that are selling Far Cry 5 pre-order in the description is stating there will be 6 versus 6. So I guess we'll have to see. I hope you continue watching this video. These are some really good Far Cry 3 multiplayer maps. The map that you just saw, Kill Town, was made by Bad Mama. She had made one in Far Cry Instincts Predator that became very popular. I think the remake of Far Cry 3 that she made played very well. Thanks for watching The Lazy Mapper.
You're not a bad shot.
You're letting me go.
This time. Here. Good job.
Thank you.
Not bad.